So good morning, everybody. Here we're reading through a whole bunch of Psalms today. It's going to be a little shaky as I walk. There are some things that we read in the Old Testament that really get highlighted in the New Testament. We read today in one of the Psalms, "If the Lord is for me, who can be against me?" And we know that's a big thing that we rely on from the Old Testament that encourages us. The whole thing that we need to take away from the Old Testament and the New Testament is this thing about relationship. But we get it wrong quite often in the church. The church's teaching has just been the wrong emphasis for a long time, where we picture ourselves trying to grow towards God. Yeah, and there's some elements in the Bible talk about growing up into the head of Christ, but that's not growing in. That's growing in maturity, is what that's dealing with. But quite often we talk about, we've got to move towards God. We've got to, this whole idea. But the fact is that we're actually in Him. Okay, we're not living towards Him. We're living from Him. So it's like what we talk about with the victory. I'm not moving. I'm not fighting for victory. I'm fighting from victory. So I'm not living towards God. I'm living from God. So we've received everything. We have the nature of Christ. We're living that. We're growing in maturity in it, growing into the headship, as Ephesians talks about. Sorry. So in the same psalm where it's talking about God is for us, who can be against us, it talks about how the Lord has disciplined him, and again in the New Testament that gets highlighted. But hey, this is a good thing that He disciplines you, because He only disciplines legitimate children. So again, looking at it from the perspective of relationship under the New Testament, where we're in Christ is in us, we're learning to live from Him, not towards Him. We are learning to live from Christ, and this is a huge shift. And it's important because the way we see this relationship will shape our entire life. So it's something that we've got to get solid in our brains and in our understanding, and as we live from Him. You are complete in Christ. You have everything. That's what needs to be understood. You have everything, and you're living from Him. You're just growing in maturity. You're learning how to operate in this new nature. Yeah, so there you go. You have an encouraging and wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. God bless.